Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm KPG, and welcome back to more Fire Emblem Three Houses Maddening. Today we are going to be finishing up the Chapter 16 mission that we started in the last episode. We are sieging Aryan Road, the fortress city of the Kingdom of Faerghus. We took on Rodrigue in the last episode, took him down. He was a chump, as to be expected. So we've killed Felix's father. And now all that remains are a few more of Cornelia's lackeys and Cornelia herself over here, who has 69 attack power because, my word, 56 magic. Okay, that's quite a bit, but she doesn't move, so it's really not too big of a deal. And honestly, I'm thinking about it, I think I would prefer to just try to kill absolutely every enemy on this map if possible, because honestly, I feel like our units could definitely use the experience. I feel like it just would be very helpful for them in general to get that experience. So I think we're going to try that. I don't know. Mainly because there have been other maps in which we've had to just cut it short because of an inability to win otherwise. So I feel like as long as there aren't any reinforcements on this map that are going to make our lives a living hell, I feel like we might as well just try to get as much experience out of this map as possible. Especially since likely the next map we're going to be doing after this is probably going to be that Bernadetta Petra Paralog, which absolutely destroyed us last time we tried it. But anyways, we're going to be finishing up this turn. I basically think we're going to be doing the same thing we were going to try in the last episode before I decided to cut it because my computer died. By the way, it is charging this time, so we're fine. But I think we're going to have Felix open up with the Killing Edge, try to crit this guy and take him out just with Felix. But if we need, we follow up with Caspar. I mean, it's very likely we need help because we only have a 16% chance to crit, which is kind of crazy. Actually, how much luck does this guy have? Only 18, but why do I have such little crit with the Killing Edge? I have 44 crit. Oh, the battalion must be... I have no idea why he's... Oh, no, bow prowess. I always forget the prowess adds... Yeah, so he's basically got 28 crit avoid. That makes sense. I always forget about that. The prowess gives you crit avoid, so it basically adds to your luck. Whatever. In any case, we're going to try this. If we don't get the crit, that is alright. We don't. This is Felix, after all, not Petra. If it was Petra, we would... Whoops. Definitely don't want to do that. How many do we have? I didn't actually look. We still have 9, so we're in good shape. This guy doesn't actually move, so we can just totally use Caspar to take him... Or take this guy out. And then this guy will attack Caspar and get himself killed. We could definitely do that. That would actually probably be a level up for Caspar, which I would not mind doing. Let's try this without Smash. If we miss, I think we're actually safe because this guy can't even attack these two spots anyway. So I'm pretty sure even if we miss, there's nothing lost. So we might as well not use a combat art because there's no reason to. But we landed anyway.
Might makes right.
Yeah, it does look like Caspar is going to be getting a level up here. This guy's still doing his own thing. Oh, I guess we don't get the kill right because of Armored Blow. I always forget that the enemies actually have abilities too. Which is funny, in most games where you have skills, the enemies don't actually have skills, but in this game they actually do. Which I think is a nice touch. I think that should be the case. Like in Awakening, well, unless you're playing Lunatic Plus, in which case you're kind of already insane, but if you're playing regular Lunatic mode on Awakening, generally the enemy units don't have skills, like, at least for a lot of the game. And then even when they do start having skills, it's like, I don't know, it's only like 1 or 2, until like towards the end of the game, then they'll actually start having skills. But I feel like in this game, they've had skills the whole way through, like, Pass Thieves on like Chapter 1, or Chapter 2, I think, there were thieves with Pass. So that was... Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there have been enemies with stuff this whole time. And I think that's kind of cool. Now, obviously, Lunatic Plus in Awakening is ridiculous because all enemies have skills, and those skills are busted skills that don't normally exist in the game. which is just great. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think I ever want to try to actually attempt to beat that mode. It's just not really my thing. I don't know that I want to rage that hard. Yeah, we'll give it to Caspar. I was thinking maybe Felix, but Felix is not close to a level up, whereas Caspar is. I mean, if we miss, maybe we'll try something else. But we don't, because Caspar is right on the money, and that is a level up. Can we get some more strength and speed? Oh, but, I mean, no. I couldn't have said it any better myself. You know, I was going to say something, but Caspar already did. He already said all that needed to be said. He already did the dang thing. Anyways, I think I'm going to have Lysithea chase after this guy. She can handle him, probably, and then the rest of the group can continue pushing over here. Well, no, I guess let's finish over here first, before I get all distracted. We're going to send Felix and Ingrid to the left now. I don't want to take on these guys with just the 3 that are over here. I'm not crazy. We're going to wait and have our whole group converge and then try to take these guys on. Mainly because of the Titaness. Honestly, if it was just the mages, I wouldn't be too concerned. But the Titaness is just like... I'm not taking that thing on with only 3 units. No thank you. That's not exactly what I'm trying to do. I mean, maybe if the 3 units were Yuritsa, Byleth, and Edelgard, but that's not the case.
Have been disabled. It should be safe to advance now. Our goal is Cornelia. Let's make this an all-out assault.
Let's do it. Oh, wait. Whoa, hold up. I didn't realize that turning off the traps would mean these guys have more mobility. Although the Titaness can't actually move through anyway. And this is the only guy in range, and he's not even going to do that much to Yuritsa anyway, so I guess we're fine. Whoa. Sorry, I don't know what that was. That was like it was a weird like hiccup that wasn't actually a hiccup. A hic-in, I guess. I don't know. It didn't actually come out. It just was there. Very strange indeed. Okay, well, anyway, getting back to the game here, I think we're going to have Linhardt heal up some people. Going to have him
more fighting.
Heal up Byleth, and then we'll dance for him and have him heal up someone else. Not Bernadetta, because I actually want her to be damaged. Sorry, Bernadetta, but you know you're stronger when you're weakened. You know it's for the greater good. We're not throwing Edelgard there. Not yet, anyway.
I will prevail.
Yuritsa's a much better target. I guess we'll just heal up Petra. Whoa, sorry. Recording was being dumb again.
Be careful.
At least it's only like a split second, or I guess like a 1 second, 1 or 2 seconds. It's not a huge deal, but if that ever happened during a cutscene, that would be very unfortunate. Yuritsa, yeah, it's fine. I wonder if that actually has happened during a cutscene and I never noticed. I don't think it has. I think it's only happened like... I don't think it's really ever happened at like a super inopportune time. Like maybe like a mildly inconvenient time, but not like anything too ridiculous, I don't think. To the best of my knowledge. I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm just gonna have Felix shoot this guy, because why the heck not? What do you have? You have... What? Why do you have a Brave Axe on you? We must have killed someone, but that was just... that was very strange. 0 damage, and we take 53 twice. And he has a 69% chance to crit us. That sounds like the move to make, right? Yeah, we'll just fire him. Eat this, Kingdom Soldier. Well... I don't know, I guess... just keep pushing forward. These 4 will slowly but surely connect with the main, or reconnect with the main group. I just really don't want to take on these Titanesses. Titanai. Alright, right. It's Titaness. 1 Titaness, 2 Titaness. It's all the same. That's what we learned in the last episode. Ooh, Byleth's getting close to level 38. I like what I see. Is anyone else close to a level up? What about you, Bernadetta? No? So... yeah, no. No one else is close to a level up, so I guess we give this to Byleth. We don't double him? Are you joking? Byleth. Really, my man? Well, we could take some gauntlets out of the convoy and then probably kill him. Let's see. How strong is my iron sword? 5. Yeah, these iron gauntlets should be enough. I think. Oh, right. I didn't account for sword fare. I did not account for sword fare. Well, whatever. We can have Dorothea dance for Byleth anyway. Because I do want to give him this kill. And that always helps him to contend for being the MVP, so... Oh, right. I was going to say, why do you double now? It's because of special dance. I need to use that more often, like strategically. I need to use that. I need to like actually pay attention, because Dex, Speed, Luck +4 is actually not bad, specifically because of Speed +4. Like right now, Byleth is at 36 speed, which is crazy. If we used it on Petra, she'd be at 41 speed. Like, that's really fast. Like, that's getting to the point where we could start, like, not getting doubled by Sword Masters or Pegasus Knights, which is pretty insane. Just these 5 left that haven't moved. Ooh, we could bait this guy in without baiting in Titanus. Sounds like a good idea to me.
I do this for all of us.
Bernadetta can also chip away at this guy. I mean, we can do this just to try to break away some of his shields, if nothing else. Who do I want to heal now? Probably Yuritsa. Because he is probably the one that's going to be taking the most hits. Alright, let's see what you got. Okay, I didn't mean it literally. Good thing Yuritsa is a boss and could take a crit. Jeez, dude. I was just joking. I didn't actually want you to give it your all there. Jeez. These guys don't move? Strange. Let's turn this guy off. Alright, these guys are already on. Alright, this guy does 53 damage, but he does not really double anyone. So that's pretty good news for us. Probably actually have Byleth kill this guy. That's probably a level up. I'm not sure. Oh, never mind. He was way closer to a level than I thought he was.
Stronger than before.
Not terrible. Not terrible. I would have preferred strength, or I would have liked strength, but he did get speed, which is just huge, honestly. Yeah, he's getting pretty fast. In the assassin class, he would even be at 34 speed right now, because the assassin class is a 1 point of speed faster than the swordmaster class, which I don't know why. I guess that's just how it is. Bernadetta would not be able to take a hit. Holy crap, she's at 25 protection. She's actually a lot more bulky than I thought she was. I mean, she still can't take a hit, but if we use Linhardt first, she actually can. That's fine, I guess. We lose Persecution Complex, unfortunately, but we can break this barrier, which is probably arguably better. Does that still break the barrier? You're kidding me. He got Aegis twice. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Dex stat. Okay, 40. That's fair, I guess, but still very annoying. Also, how does he only have 122 hit when he's got 40 dex and sword prowess level 3? That's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess the Katara is not very accurate, but still. Alright, I guess we gotta use something other than the iron bow. Let's use the steel bow and do 1 damage twice. There. At least this will actually break his shield. Gosh, stupid Titanus. Let's dance for Linhardt with Dorothea, and then he can go ahead and heal up Yuritsa once again. He's just Yuritsa's personal assistant right now, pretty much.
Understood.
Keeping him healthy and good to go. He's weak to swords, which is great because Yuritsa loves him some swords. Especially the silver sword. This will be huge damage. Ferdinand acting like he's putting in work. We could actually kill this guy with Petra. Is there a way to... I'm not using that. That's a waste. I guess we'll just use the silver sword. There's a chance she gets crit on the next turn, which would be unfortunate. Speaking of crits, she is the queen of crits, after all. No, he's still going for Bernadetta. Although, let's see, that would be 28 crit avoid. Oh yeah, I guess he has a better chance to crit Bernadetta.
For the Empire.
Unfortunate. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
This situation is dire.
That would be pretty sad. I mean, we obviously have, like, what, 8 Divine Pulses, so it's not really that big of a deal, but, you know, preferably we wouldn't have that issue. Do we just have Lysithea heal up Caspar? I mean, that's experience for her, so... Sure, why not?
Thanks for helping.
Might as well. Alright, he's going to go for Bernadetta, and he gets the crit. Of course he gets the crit. Jerk. Alright, where was Bernadetta? There she is.
I do this for all of us.
Well, I guess instead we'll just have Bernadetta curved shot from here. And then now... I guess we will just leave Petra and Bernadetta out of range because this guy could very well get a crit again. Byleth, I'm pretty sure, has 0 chance to get crit, and Yuritsa, even if he gets crit, he'll live. So I'm not too concerned about these two. But Petra could very well get crit. Because she still has like a 10% chance or something. I don't remember exactly how much, but it is more than I'm comfortable with.
For the Empire.
So we'll just leave Byleth and Yuritsa over there. I think that's just the best call. Felix will continue making his way slowly but surely over to that treasure chest. All the way over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just his job for the rest of this map, is getting that treasure chest. I don't know that we're going to be able to... Oh my word, he actually had a chance to crit Byleth. He didn't, but he actually had a chance, which is kind of crazy, honestly. Oh my word, this is a huge special attack. This thing is massive. Axe Breaker Plus. Well, guess Edelgard's not using an axe on this guy. Alright. Well, Felix can continue making his way over here. Wait, yeah. Alright, Caspar and Lysithea will move up. Lysithea can heal Caspar back to full. I guess we could Gambit with Yuritsa. That takes down a set of his... Well, honestly, we probably want to just take down all of his barriers right here because of course he gets Pavis. Because then I think that stops him from using his special attack that he's doing. Can Ingrid do this? Oh, she doesn't even kill. She does not even kill. We can make sure she gets the kill. Well, unless this guy gets another, like, Aegis or Pavis or whatever. But yeah, let's Gambit him. I probably should have equipped the bow on Byleth so that this would be 100% accurate, but if we miss a 95, that would be pretty... Oh my gosh, you're kidding. He actually did it. Well, we get the Agarthium, which is nice. I still don't know if that is... I still don't know for sure if that's for what I'm thinking it is, but I think that might be for the Scythe of Zarya, which would be great. Linhardt is level 36. Can we see some magic? Good level up. As long as you keep getting magic, Linhardt, you will keep being useful to me. Because the more range for warp, the better. Now what? I guess we have Petra take down a set of his HP. She could definitely use the experience.
You must pull through.
Let's actually move Byleth over here. Then I guess next is Edelgard. Actually, she can take down a set of his HP. Well, we can use the... I really don't want to break this rapier, but... Well, I guess we could always repair it. Yeah, we can always repair it at the forge, so it should be fine. Now what? This guy shouldn't be able to attack anyone, so I'm actually going to dance for Felix. Just to try to get him over to that chest a little bit faster. Let's open this door here. Yeah, the Titaness couldn't do anything, which is great. Felix will be at the chest next turn. Now what? Well, Scythia might be able to get a level up here. If she does enough damage to this guy. She should actually be able to do huge damage. Ooh, that's disgusting. That's a lot of damage. Thankfully, we can attack from 3 away. Because... oh, we're out of fire, I guess. That was very little experience. Oh well. She could probably get up to the next level just by healing people a few more times. I should probably give this to Petra if I can. Even if he crits, we're alive, so let's do this. Apparently the Axe Breaker... oh, nice. Nice job, Sylvain. Sylvain's almost level 30. Yeah, it appears that the Axe Breaker Plus didn't do much, because Edelgard was still able to take him down. Or land a hit on him just fine. This guy attacks from 3 away. Well... Yuritsa, you know what to do. When in doubt, just have Yuritsa do the dang thing. Still 5 physics. I'm not too concerned at this point. So we will do that. So what? It's just these guys on the right and then Cornelia's group. Alright, not bad. We should be able to finish and probably even have some time to start doing some exploring for the next chapter. Alright, well, Yuritsa just absolutely murdered this guy. But that's fine with me. I will not object to that. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we got Ingrid to level 30. She's actually going to have a chance to be good now. Which is honestly all I could ask for. Now, how do I want to go about this situation here? I mean, we could throw Yuritsa in there and just pray that he doesn't get crit. Well, actually, this guy is Ragnarok. Well, they both have Ragnarok. Alright, 52 and 53. 52, so that's 38. Oh yeah, you should be able to live all those hits. Although he has a good chance to get crit here. By the other guy. Crit avoid 8, crit avoid 10. Although he's got a I don't know, 56% chance to even get hit in the first place. Hopefully we're fine here. Alright, well, whatever. We have plenty of Divine Pulses.
What's my strategy?
I just want to do this to make it a lot easier to take down Titaness. And heal up Ingrid with Linhardt there. Petra can make her way on in. Alright, let's have Lysithea heal up Edelgard. Plus that can also work on their support, because I am still fairly interested to see what is going to end up happening with them. Dance for her. Move her in a little bit more. Felix can grab this chest. We actually remembered to grab the chest, guys. Oh my gosh, and it was so good that we did. A speed wing. Okay, I'm very glad we got that chest. That is a very, very good item. Plus 2 speed permanently to whoever we want. That is amazing. That is absolutely fantastic. And that might just be Yuritsa, honestly. Or we could give it to... Oh, he crit me. Oh, he didn't. I thought that was his special move. Like, he did, like... I don't know. I thought that was a special animation. Don't you 1% me. Oh, wait. He...
If only.
Someone lowered my something by attacking me. No? How did I die? Or did he actually crit me and I just didn't realize? How much damage? 24. No, because he sealed defense and then Titanus hit. Okay, I see. Well, that sucks. The first guy I moved. Okay, but before anything else, we are moving Felix and grabbing this. I'm not going to accidentally miss this chest. No way. We need the speed wings. Well, instead we could put Yuritsa here and just bait in 2 of them. And do everything else the same. These 3 don't move. We could also bait this guy in right now. We might as well.
What's my strategy?
And also by putting Byleth here, we give Yuritsa an extra 3 defense and resistance, so we might as well do that.
I do this for all of us. For the Empire.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, and then everything else we will try to do pretty much the same. Except instead of having Linhardt heal up Ingrid, we're going to have Lysithea do it. Because she's getting close to a level up, and I kind of want her to get that.
Put me in there.
So, yeah, we'll just hold off on that. And now we should be fine, I would think.
Delight.
Although my knights withdrew. Oh, and now he gets the crit. You're joking. This game. This game. Well, that's just great. Where can Dorothea reach?
Ready when you are.
Well, if I... Let's see... Alright, we're gonna wait a turn then. We're gonna wait a turn. Because RNG is great.
Let's make this quick.
So we are going to wait a turn to try getting in there. I don't care. If that's how the RNG wants to play this, then fine. We will play the long game here. Well, Lysithea gets a level up here. Oh, because she's next to Byleth, I guess? Speed. Oh, yeah, she is next to Byleth. So she got more experience for that heal. Not bad. Well, I guess we will just bait in these knights then on this turn. We've got nothing better to do.
I do this for all of us. For the Empire.
Alright.
I'm awake.
Well, now we can physic Ingrid because Lysithea got her level up, so I'm not too concerned.
Understood.
Alright. We're doing this the hard way. You're kidding. I got hit by a 43. My luck has not been very good today. We got hit by two 34s? Or two 41s? I mean, technically 34s, but... you know what I mean. Alright, well, what do I want to do now? Probably give kills to Petra if possible. Oh, I don't have my thing. Right, the guys up there don't move. How kind of them. We'll have Edelgard start chipping that guy. Mainly wanted to put her, or have her move out of the way so I can heal up Petra because I want to try to get her a kill or two here because that would be, if we could get her 2 kills, that'd be a level up. However, very hard to do so. Unless we use Luna. In which case, not too bad. Can I really only do this with the silver sword? Wait, why am I not doing... You have Defiant Defense? He does, doesn't he? Well, guess what? Screw you and your Defiant Defense. You're still going down to Petra. That's right. Byleth.
Battle of victory.
Byleth exists. And you no longer do. Well, let's try to have Yuritsa bait in the guys again. We still have plenty of Divine Pulses. If we get crit again, I'm going to be very upset. Do we have... Yeah. Let's have Ingrid attack this guy. If for no other reason than to at least build up our lance rank. Ooh, one more hit with lances and she'll actually get to A rank lances. Well, actually... 1, 2, 3, 2. Maybe? This might work if we get crit. How many Divine Pulses do we have? 5. I'm willing to risk it. So if we land these, we should be able to get to A-rank lances, and that's great. Because that should make it a lot easier for her to... Stop! 51 to 14. Why? Why is my look so terrible? Why is my look so garbage?
Ready when you are.
I don't know. I mean, we could kill this guy, but my thing is, I don't know that only one hit is going to do it and give us enough.
You took me lightly.
Oh, I guess it did. Well,
Practice is paying off.
we got Frozen Lance. It's actually pretty good if I remember correctly. That's a magic attack, right? That might not be bad. I think Frozen Lance is magic. I mean, we can't check it here, but I think it is. And that could be good. Hopefully Yuritsa survives. We put Bernadetta here with the iron bow, and that should give him some support.
Put me in there.
Oh yeah, Felix. Hey, buddy. Run, Felix. Come on, you can do it. You can get back to us. Now, I swear, if this Titanus gets another crit, I'm going to be very upset. Very upset. Please don't. Thank you. Gosh, I hate how much crit these guys have. And it's probably because their dexterity is sky high. 40 dexterity, and then they've got 10% crit on the Qatar, and then an extra... No, wait, never mind, you don't get anything. It's literally just because of having 40 dexterity. Jeez. Anyway, Felix can keep making his way back. He might be able to take on one of these guys if we really want him to. I mean, if we just use Yuritsa a bunch here, probably kill this guy. Although, I'd prefer to break his barriers. Although, I don't know that I can. Ingrid could take a hit from this guy, right? 27 speed. Ooh, we'd have to equip something a lot more light. But, yeah, she's got 31 res right now. So definitely. I think we can. I think we can break this guy's barriers. And then he can't attack us, so then I think we're fine. But I want to get more Agarthium. Especially because these guys give, like, a ton of it. We also get authority to D+, so that's cool, I guess. Oh, and that's perfect. We actually moved him like that. It's actually great. Oh, but Kaspar's not going to be able to take a hit. Well, actually, if he's got... Whoa, another weird hiccup. 27. There we go. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't even have a... His guys withdrew. Well, that was pointless, I guess. Can Bernadetta live? I mean, as long as... No, actually she can't. Well, actually she can. She actually can. If we dance for her, she can get fast enough.
More fighting.
I must pull through.
Yeah. Now, provided this guy doesn't get, like, Aegis, this works. And we're fast enough to not get doubled by the mage. Come on, it's a 60% chance. It's in my favor. Thank you. Perfect. His armor's broken. It's another 4 Agarthium. Says he's going to attack Bernadetta, but he actually can't. Bernadetta lives, and I'm pretty sure there's no chance of her getting crit. 22 luck plus an extra 10 crit avoid for bow. Yes. So she shouldn't be able to be crit, which means we should be fine. And then we can kill Titanus on the next turn.
Let's make this quick.
And then we are looking good. Oh my word, Lysithea. She's out for blood.
I will prevail.
Well, I guess bow experience if nothing else. 'Cause that's not really doing a whole lot.
I'm awake.
Heal up Byleth. Alright, we're getting very close to the end here. Send Caspar up here. Where can she reach? So we want to use 3 range to kill these guys. Pretty much all of them. Alright. Titanus can't move. 0% chance for Bernadetta to get crit by this guy. That's what I like to see.
I'm gonna haunt you if I die.
Okay, Bernadetta, chill. Do I want to... Nah, it's not worth it. Let's just use the regular Iron Belt Plus. Someone else can get the kill. Or, never mind, or we're going to get the Minor Crest of Indec and just kill him with Bernadetta anyway. Alright. She wanted it, what can I say? I think we can get Yuritsa another level up on this map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can. So that's pretty great, honestly.
What's my strategy?
Let's have Byleth work on this guy here. What? 47 and a 3? Are you... What? Why? I'm telling you, I have such bad luck today. I don't know why.
Put me in there.
For the
Is there any way Edelgard dies? If we heal her up, then no.
I'm awake.
Gosh, jeez, this Titaness is the luckiest being in all of the land. This is not okay. Actually gonna use Smash because I don't want to kill this guy. Okay, good, we didn't get a 4% crit. I would have been mad.
I am unafraid.
Because I want to give this to Yuritsa. Okay, good. He does not have Vantage. I didn't check, and I wouldn't have been surprised if he did. But he doesn't, which is great.
more fighting.
And now, as long as he kills another mage or two, he should be good to go on getting another level up. Which is pretty great.
I'll cut through.
Felix is getting
I will
somewhat
prevail.
close to catching up, I guess. Also, I want
Ready when you are.
to have
What's my strategy?
Petra get a kill as well. Oh gosh, there are guys over here. Well, I mean, I could just have Dorothea do it. Or Lysithea. Yeah, maybe just Dorothea. I don't know. We could have shot this guy. And then maybe we can have Petra kill him. Whoops. There we go. If we get hit by a 4% crit here. Okay, thank you. And Petra gets a crit.
I fight for justice.
But what did we really expect? It's Petra.
Hard work is
All right.
a friend to count
She got speed. I really wish she would get more strength, but she did get speed. So there is that. Let's heal up Yuritsa. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's going to kill this guy. Yep, unless we get 1% crit. Which at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised. But we didn't. Which is great. And that is a level up for our boy Yuritsa. There we go.
Greater strength.
There we go. And you got greater strength. 40 strength, 35 speed. If we give him a speed wings, he will actually just be pretty much unstoppable. Imagine if I went back and had him master the Myrmidon class, and then he got speed +2 as well. Yuritsa is so busted, guys. I don't know what to say. Yuritsa is just so good. Could meteor one of these guys. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to. Yeah, I'll just have Dorothea kill these guys. I don't really see why not. Is this defeat commander? Defeat all commanders, so I guess we
I'm
will.
gonna haunt you if I die.
Bernadetta, chill out. I've already said you're fine. Just use the steel bow.
What a charming guest. Let me take care of you.
So yeah, we're just gonna start chipping away at her. I don't want to kill her until I've gotten those knights,
Let's make this quick.
because I do want to get as much experience as possible. Hey, we technically could have Felix kill this, or kill Cornelia. And then he could actually have done something. I'd rather give it to Byleth, though. I still don't think he's going to be the MVP of this map. Honestly, it might be Lysithea, just because I had her kill a bunch of things earlier. But you never know. Agnia's arrow. Let's actually check that out. I don't remember what it looked like. We'll check that out on the next turn when we kill the other guy.
What matters.
And then I guess we'll just keep shooting at Cornelia here. Bernadetta. Basically just waiting until we kill those knights with Dorothea, and then we are going to run up and murder Cornelia, and it will be great. Scythia can heal up Edelgard. That's D+. Faith, Nosferatu. That could be useful. How much do you take? Ooh, that's a good chance to get crit. How many Divine Pulses do we have? 3. I'm willing to risk it. We don't have any chance to crit her, which is good. So I'm not too concerned about it. She does crit us because we have 0 luck. Absolutely 0 luck. I'm telling you, we've gotten crit by almost everything we possibly can get crit by. Alright, fine. She wants to get gambited, then she can get hit by all of the gambits in the world. First, let's check out Agnia's arrow's animation. It's gotta be cool, right? Oh, it's literally just an arrow. Alright, fair enough. What else did I expect? Alright, cool. And now is when we start doing the big damage to Cornelia. Now we are going to kill her. Silver bow broke, that's fine. We can always buy a new one. Alright, now we just gotta find a way to do a little bit more damage.
Let's make this quick. I needed that.
Heal up Bernadetta. B rank authority. Could be useful, I guess. How much resilience? 36. That's...
I'm awake.
I think we could do 3 damage. Does anyone have a gambit?
I'll cut through.
Oh yeah, definitely not Felix. He does not have a gambit. Petra does. Very little chance to actually land one. Do I have another one on Edelgard? I do not. Although Edelgard could finish her off with Raging Storm. Well, I do want to try to give this to Byleth, and we have 2 Divine Pulses left, so I'll try this first. Hopefully she does not get another crit on us, but I expect that she will. She doesn't. It's perfect.
I am unafraid.
It's actually wonderful. Is there anyone else I'd rather give it to other than Byleth? Probably not. Yeah, no one else is particularly close to leveling up anyway, so... Let's warp Yuritsa for the heck of it. Just for some experience with Linhardt, and then that should be about it. That should be GG. Do I have a steel sword in the convoy? I don't really want to use... There we go, that's fine. We'll put back these iron gauntlets. I just don't want to waste my silver sword to do this. She does not have advantage, so this is GG.
Oh, such a shame. I always thought we'd end up being good friends.
How do you even know who I am?
Here you are as my enemy. The only thing left to do is kill you, right?
I dare you to try. And goodbye!
So this is as far as I could get.
Hey, she didn't fall down. You telling me she's gonna escape?
All is in accordance with this carefully crafted script of ours. What a masterpiece. What a delightful dance.
She is definitely insane.
Ours. Aryan Road has fallen. Another army will take control of Aryan Road. As for us, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Faerghus. It won't be long before all of Fodlan is unified. Everyone, this is our last push. Our goal is within reach.
Let's do it! Let's do it. 22 turns. That's actually less than I would have expected for killing all of the enemies. But hey, there were no reinforcements, and like I said, that's pretty much all it takes. It's actually rates as that is the MVP. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I thought Lysithea might steal it away for a second there. But I'll take it, I guess.
What has brought you so suddenly to Garreg-Mach, Uncle?
Oh, it's Arundel again. It's this loser. Oh, what do you want from us now?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Aryan Road. I have heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences.
Unfortunate consequences?
Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... was it your intention to kill her?
What are you talking about? Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Well, if she planned to betray them, she should have betrayed them. She shouldn't have fought against us. I don't know. I mean, it was definitely our intention to kill her as soon as she turned on us, but I'm interested now. I wonder if she's affiliated with Those Who Slither in the Dark. Because it's definitely clear that Lord Arundel is affiliated with Those Who Slither in the Dark, whether or not he actually is Talus, which I think he is, because he's got like the earrings, and I'm pretty sure Talus had earrings too. So now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Lord Arundel might actually be Talus, but I still don't know for sure, so we'll wait to see. But I do think that maybe Cornelia is actually affiliated, or was affiliated with them as well, because Lord Arundel does seem a little upset that we killed her. Interesting. I didn't care either way. That's honestly the truth.
Indeed, we came only to kill our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon. Dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know about them?
Well now, if that were the case, would it not have been better to keep her as an ally?
Maybe, if she wasn't trying to murder us. Trust me, if she could have been our ally, I would have been grateful to have her as our ally. Because her magic stat was out of this world. She would have been a great unit, but it was not the case.
If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
I will be praying that the Empire will not become another Aryan Road.
Another Aryan Road? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news.
Oh, what is it, Hubert? What's going on?
Pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Aryan Road.
Oh. So that's what he was talking about. So apparently this mighty fortress has been disintegrated by pillars of light. Well then.
Disintegrated?
Is it Lord Arundel? I mean, he was literally just talking about it.
Why would he do that? Was Lord Arundel just here? So that would mean...
Hubert, give me the full report.
Yeah, what the heck is going on here?
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The pillars of light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the north wall.
Well, that sucks. We just took it over. We could have had a great fortified city at our disposal, but apparently now it's been destroyed.
I believe that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed. Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Aryan Road, about a third are unaccounted for.
Well, that sucks.
Can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange for striking down Cornelia, he has destroyed Aryan Road.
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
So she must be she must have been affiliated with those who slither in the dark. And obviously Edelgard and Hubert are acting, they're putting on a facade like they're going to cooperate with Arundel and those who slither in the dark, but obviously their real plan is to take them down at their earliest leisure. So it would seem that they definitely did plan to kill Cornelia, but I don't know, I guess Arundel was not too happy about that.
We'll be fighting them soon. There's no disadvantage to weakening their forces.
Yep, we'll be fighting them soon. All right. Foreshadowing.
It's also extremely valuable that we forced them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Edelgard, the Valley of Torment. This is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes. The probability is high.
Same thing happened in the past?
Yes. It is quite likely. North of Garreg Mach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. They pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. We believed it may have been the work of the goddess. But it was actually an attack by those who slither in the dark. That sums up all that we know.
Interesting.
Gifting us that knowledge, those who died at Aryan Road will not have died in vain.
Indeed. It would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher.
Don't worry. I'll only tell everyone. Nah, you're fine. It's Byleth after all. He won't... Like, he's probably the best person at keeping secrets out of, like, anyone ever.
What transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there.
Oh. So she's playing it off as though it's the Church. Interesting. So yeah, obviously this whole war and all of this, everything against the Church, is all just a ploy to find a way to dispose of those who slither in the dark, but we can't actually make it seem as though that's the case, because we don't want Arundel to turn on us until we've used him to actually conquer Fodlan, I guess.
Their victims also include members of House Rowe, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, the forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly.
Well, that's good.
Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly.
And that definitely sums up Dimitri.
Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad.
So does that mean we have one more chapter before Ferdiad? Before taking on Ferdiad?
At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement. Bring on the battle!
I like your spirit,
I
Caspar.
understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for. And so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church. Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You could talk to Hanneman.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way! We can't let that happen!
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what!
Alright, we're getting very close to being able to take down the Kingdom of Faerghus. And also uncovering the secrets of those who slither in the dark.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Great Tree Moon. Field of Revenge.
If this is what I think it is, this is gonna suck.
With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory, and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
Well, alright then. Yeah, if this is what I think it is, this is gonna suck, because I believe... I'm not entirely sure, but I think this might be a Fog of War map. Now, I haven't played this route before, but I believe there was a similar thing... I think the Tiltian Plains is the place where the Battle of the Eagle and Lion took place. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. And I remember from the Golden Deer route that there was another battle that took place in the same place as the Battle of the Eagle and Lion around this time in the story. And it was a Fog of War map. So if that's the case, this is going to suck a lot. And it probably means we're going to have to buy a bunch of torch staffs. Or not staffs, just torches in general. If they had torch staffs, that would probably be better. But I don't think they do. Anyways, we're curious to know how Linhardt is doing. Sure, why not? Talk to me.
Ah, yes.
Doing some more research there, Linhardt?
Professor, what brings you out so late?
Heard a strange voice. It's like, geez, thanks, Professor. I could ask you the same.
Worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest research might be for naught.
Why is that?
Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace. Certainly there are crests that make you stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors heal injuries. Still, the possibilities seem limited. It's as if crests were designed to be used only in times of war. Their power meant to bring about death and destruction.
Maybe you're right.
I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all.
So there's a dilemma there.
It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather stupid thing to worry over. Knowledge or peace, sleep or war.
It's not stupid.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment. Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you. Professor, don't make faces like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
Thank you, Linhardt. Your warp magic is very precious to me, too. And his motivation is maxed. Not bad. Ooh, another support? Lysithia would like to speak to us. Sure, why not?
Professor,
how's it going?
Thank you for helping me with my training.
Anytime.
I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it.
You're quite determined.
You think I'm determined?
It seems that way. Yeah, you're always pushing yourself.
Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic.
Well, you do.
If you can call the power of my crest a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy.
Why do you work yourself so hard?
Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia.
Whoops.
I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them. And that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, that's sad. She doesn't have much time left. I believe I don't know if we talked about it.
Aryan Road has fallen.
Hey, Dimitri. Also, why does he not have an eye patch in this route? Like, why not? I know he did in the Golden Deer route. I know he does in the Blue Lions route. Why does he not have an eye patch here? I don't know. I guess something about Byleth joining with Edelgard makes him not get an eye poked out at some point. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was, but I think in that one support with Edelgard, Lycidia talked about how her lifespan is shortened because of the 2 crests. I don't remember if that was in there, but I know that is the case for sure, which is definitely sad. It's unfortunate because it's definitely not her fault. But anyways, Dimitri.
Rodrigue, I swear that I will not allow your death to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial army is marching toward the Kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dimitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on. And the Kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable.
Wait, what do you mean the Blathed bloodline will live on? Did you have a kid in this route? I don't know. I'm confused.
I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please, position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial army.
Does that mean we're gonna have to deal with both of them at the same time?
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However,
there is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone.
You can try all you want, Rhea, but you ain't gonna take Byleth down.
You back, Mother. I promise.
Say what you like, Rhea. You're going down.
Will they shut themselves inside of Faerghus?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Faerghus will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains.
Tailtean Plains.
The same plains where the so-called divine Seiros defeated Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago.
The opening cutscene from a long, long time ago in this series.
And about 400 years ago, the hero Lugh created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Seiros, we would likely come up short.
Gosh dang, Catherine.
His army and House Blathid are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Edelgard is one of our best units after all, so it's fine. We got 10 Divine Pulses, Hubert. Don't worry so much.
Of course, I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines.
She does have a point.
Professor, you have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet.
Of course.
As Emperor, I must not die in this war, and it would be unacceptable to lose you as well. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
You can count on it. Alright. Cool. We have made it at last through all of the dialogue. And there are a decent amount of supports, but I think we will save those for later. For now, I think what we're going to do is, first of all, because we can, I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Wait, not this, but I'm curious. What would happen if we changed him into something else? That is terrible. Oh my gosh. He would actually be amazing as a Wyvern Lord. I mean, it would take forever because I'm pretty sure his axe and flying skills are garbage, but my word. He would be amazing. He'd be absolutely amazing as a Wyvern Lord. Oh well. He's already amazing as a Death Knight. Dark Knight could be cool, because then his black magic would actually be doing something, but then he would be very weak with his physical strength. At least compared to what it is now. I don't know. We'll probably just keep him as a Death Knight. But anyways, Ingrid. The one I have been waiting so long. Oh, yes. Look at this. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. Especially Lancefair. We do have to buy a Master Seal, though, because we don't have any. It's an 89% chance of passing. If we don't get it, I am going to be very sad. Whoops, not the armory. Master Seal, we will take one of those bad boys. Do we have any bullions or anything to sell? We do have 2 bullions, so let's just sell those while we're at it. And then let's finally promote Ingrid. She's been sitting in a intermediate class for a long time, and now it's time to jump up to Master, unless she fails this, in which case I will be very upset with her. She doesn't! And there we go. Ingrid is actually really good now.
I must continue to work hard.
Nice. Alright, now I am curious, though. I do want to check about what exactly Lancefair does, because I'm wondering, does it buff the Arrow of Indra as well? Let's see, Lancefair... Attack +5 when using a lance. That doesn't say strength +5. It says attack +5, so I think that means it buffs magic as well, which could be really good. Speaking of the Arrow of Indra, can we actually forge that? I want to check a few things to see if we can forge them real quick before we start exploring. Not the convoy. Well, I guess I don't want to forge just yet. I'd rather wait till it gets low. Oh, it takes Arcane Crystal anyway, but yeah. Look at that. It goes to 1 to 3 range. That's pretty ridiculous. Anyways, Scythe of Zarya's in here, right? First of all, yeah, we can buy smithing stones. We'll get that figured out later. Where is the Scythe of Zarya? Oh, I'm on Forge. I meant to be in repair. Next of Zoltan. We should probably give that to someone. That's really strong. Yes, it was Agarthium. We're set. We're set for the rest of the game, pretty much. We have 13 Agarthium, guys. We can repair this thing 4 times, including the one right now. Amazing. Alright, we are set. We also have 6 Umbral Steel. So we are looking pretty good. Now we just need to get some more smithing stones, and then we can repair a few other things. So just still the one paralog only. Which is good. Because I kind of want to, you know, just keep working toward finishing this. Especially because I feel like, you know, we might have some... I don't know, I want to move on to some other series. Like, I like this game, don't get me wrong, but, like, there's other things I want to move on to at some point. Also, we should switch off of steel. Because I feel like we don't need that right now. We might as well have him on HP plus 5. And I think, yeah, let's just explore now. Let's do a little bit of exploring. We won't get through all of it, but I do want to at least get a little bit of it done. We got Annette and Lysithea over here somewhere.
Hello.
Let's talk to them. Here's Annette.
Sure,
how are you doing?
Will be waiting in Ferdiad. If I can avoid it, I'd rather not fight him.
You can sit on the bench. It's fine.
My father is capable of betraying the royal family, of betraying Dimitri. I must be prepared to do what I have to.
I'm counting on you.
Professor, let's make sure we win.
We got this. Oh, we still have a lot of these, don't we? Holy cow. I need to go through and do some of this stuff. Do I really want to... Do I really want to go through and do all this right now? Kind of. Because we have a lot of these. I mean, I should probably just do this on my own time. But we're already this far. We're going to finish this one. Dang it. Yeah, none of this is hers anyway. Well, that was fun. That was fun. I'm not going to do that anymore. If I do that, it'll be off screen.
If we win this battle, it will be an end to the kingdom and to the church. Under the Empire, an era of peace would begin. Many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such.
It will.
Such resolve. It's convincing to say the least. I wonder, was the collapse of Aryan Road really the church's doing? Or could it be that... Never mind me. Just thinking aloud.
Well, I'm not allowed to say, so... Yeah, sorry about that. Oh yeah, Fleisch is still here. At least she didn't die. That would have been really sad. It still sucks that her brother died, but... Hey, Ambrosia. Defense +1. Not bad. Whoops, we're definitely... Yes! We're definitely going to plant some more stuff. That looks good. Cultivate. Let's infuse that with magic.
Pardon me.
We actually have a decent amount of stat boosting items now.
Back home, and I promised her I'd come back alive. No matter how tough the fight gets, I won't die. I have to survive and make it back to her.
You do that, man. You do that. So what do I want to do with those stat boosting items? Kind of feel like I do want to give a lot of them to Yuritsa, right? I mean, there's not much reason not to just do that. Let's see. HP +5, speed +2. Well, I feel like we're definitely going to give most of it to Yuritsa. But if we gave Petra the speed wings, she would be up at 40 speed. She'd be so fast. Do I want to do that? I can also give Byleth the speed wings. What do I want to do? I think we're just going to give it to Yuritsa, right? Yeah, just for the time being, we're going to just dump it all into Yuritsa. Like, we just need him to be unstoppable. I mean, he's already really good, but we just need him to be, like... Well, what about Speedwing? I think I will actually give the Speedwing to Petra, actually thinking about it. Because having someone that has a chance to, like, not get doubled by even the fastest of units, I think is actually just better. So we'll give that to her. Everything else will go to Yuritsa. Definitely this goddess icon, because he loves to get himself crit a lot. So I'm tired of that. There we go. Now he's got respectable luck. Well, also I guess I could give the defense to Edelgard. She does have the highest defense stat, and we could increase it even more. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. She can be super tanky. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think that is a bit smarter to spread it out a little bit rather than just dumping it all into Yuritsa. I think that's just a little bit of a better idea. Anyway, what are you doing, Merchant?
To attack the Kingdom capital, but you attacked Aryan Road instead? Well, you sure had me fooled. She's a tricksy one, that Lady Edelgard. But this time, you really are going for the capital, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, man. Hey. I appreciate it.
Professor.
Hey, Gatekeeper.
Professor. Nothing to report. The time has finally come to set out for the Kingdom capital, Ferdiad. I thought the same thing last month, but I still can't believe the plan was to ambush Aryan Road. I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in on the secret. Me! Not gonna lie, that hurt a little.
I'm sorry,
well,
dude.
Let's forget about that. I'm praying for your victory and your safe return.
We should have told the Gatekeeper. Come on, he's trustworthy. Watch, he's actually a spy. A jerk.
Interesting. Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
Alright. I do believe this is hers. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Just get rid of it so we don't have to worry about it. No, I'm not giving her gifts.
Welcome.
Anything new in the secret shop? Anything interesting? Charm, Dexterity.
Is that the one?
Sure, why the heck not? Whoops.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Could definitely stand to give more Dexterity to Yuritsa, considering he actually has surprisingly low Dexterity. Like, he only has 19 Dexterity. He has Murderous Intent, so whenever he initiates combat, he's very accurate. But if he's not the one initiating combat, not necessarily great. We could also give him the Charm. I mean... yeah. Make it easier for him to land gambits. Sure, why not? More stuff for Yuritsa. See, we still gave him a bunch of things, but not quite everything. I'm gonna buy some bait while I'm over here. I'm gonna do fishing off screen, but we might as well do this while we're here, and then let's also buy some smithing stones. I usually just go max now because it gives us the most professor experience. Let's buy like 20 of these bad boys.
Turn soon, please.
And then let's repair the rapier. Or we could actually... Actually, we could forge the rapier. Well, that gives us 9 might and 20 crit. Yeah, why not?
There you go.
Especially with effective damage, that could prove useful. And let's also... let's see. Well, not forge. I wanted to repair that silver bow. Well, this one too.
Is this it? There you go.
Let's repair that, and there's another silver bow somewhere that's broken, I believe. Might actually be in Bernadetta's inventory. It is. Cool, let's just repair that. And then I think we are good for now. Grab these blue items. More bait, not bad. Alright, cool. Let's head over to the stable. Talk to Petra and Ingrid. I don't know why they don't let you go in there and say hi to the horse, but whatever.
Rumor has it, King Dimitri is always accompanied by a man from Dusker with a terrifying face.
My man to do?
And what's more, this man is said to be so huge, he's often mistaken for a bear.
I don't think that's true. I mean, he's pretty swole, but I don't think he's that swole.
The master tactician. There wasn't a situation he couldn't strategize his way out of. Whereas King Dimitri is known as the Tempest King. He is a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. We still haven't ever faced him head on. Can we do this?
We can.
Yes, of course we can. I'm sorry. I let my uncertainty get the better of me. We have you, and we have Edelgard. Not to mention many other allies we can rely upon. Together,
Yuritsa.
We can overcome even the most formidable foe.
That's the spirit. That's more like it. Now, where's Petra? Is she over here somewhere? Yeah. Hello.
I have worries. What have I been achieving?
A lot of critical hits.
When the war is ended, I will be returning to Bridget with much new potential. But have I had enough growth to become the ruler?
Yes, you should be
have
proud.
Gratitude. I will take your words into my heart. Bridget pride, techniques, and culture. I will be showing all of the world who we are.
Alright, let's go to the dining hall now. And let's cook up our stat boosting meal for the month. Let's see with Manuela. She's probably been lonely. So we can chill, hang out with her. Let's do defense, because it's just super busted.
It's been called seductive. Should I
Seductive
show you
food?
what I can do, Professor?
Okay, I don't know that I want to see this anymore.
I
but
do so enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook. So I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup.
You're gonna leave me with the cleanup? Alright, see if I invite you again. Professor experience, not bad. Not bad at all.
Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Okay. I actually kind of want to do one of these anyway. Because we want more people to be motivated. Because we have a lot of not motivated people, and that's kind of sad. Let's do... Well, what should we do? Let's do Dorothea and Felix. It's an interesting combination. I think I liked their support before, so do that. And we'll do another one for the heck of it. Edelgard, Ferdinand, let's do these two. And then we'll call it good after that.
Ferdinand, you can say what you like about me some other time. For now, let's just enjoy a nice meal.
You do not understand. It is my solemn duty as a noble to explain why you are wrong.
Normally I would just skip, but I kind of wanted to see what they would say, since they had a unique conversation. Anyway, hi Dorothea.
Kingdom capital of Faerghus. Just imagine, the war might almost be over. But is it true that Aryan Road was annihilated? What
Sounds like it.
What happened? What is the Saros Church really?
For now, just trust in me.
And I always will.
Thanks, Dorothea. I appreciate it. I appreciate your unwavering loyalty.
Did you want something? Sorry, I was a bit lost in thought. Or rather, I was thinking about work. My brother had sorted out all his personal affairs. Apparently, he'd forgotten about his work duties. So now I've got a ton more work on my plate. Oh, brother, why must you be so careless? Once this war is over, I'm gonna take a vacation and get some well-earned rest. Back home with my mother.
Well, at least you're somewhat positive for someone whose brother died somewhat recently. There is a quest in here. Where is this quest? And what is it? Help me with what?
Hey, I could use a hand.
Whenever I think about the next battle, my knees won't stop shaking. You look way too cool to be talking like that, my man. Whatever, I'm scared of getting hurt or worse. Is there a medicinal herb I can use to calm my nerves? You may find what you need in the greenhouse. Fair enough. We'll go grab that in a second.
The Kingdom Capital. From the Empire's perspective, it seems like the northernmost edge of the world. I have come a long way following you and Edelgard. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Ire as Prime Minister? I would never have had all these experiences.
You've really grown up.
That is true. I used to be so naive. For now, let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out.
That's surprisingly agreeable of you, Ferdinand. Where the heck is Caspar? Caspar! I guess I could just do this. All the way up here. Because this is the Knight's Hall, for some reason. If only the grave was a fast travel thing instead.
Alright, off to the Kingdom Capital we go! I feel like I've said that before.
Let's head for the Kingdom Capital!
I'm fired up and ready to go!
I like Caspar. He's a cool dude. What else? What else? There's Officers Academy. Oh, first let's grab this thing in the greenhouse before I forget about it. Deliver it to that pansy over there. Worried about dying. What a baby. I don't worry about dying. I mean, it's not... I mean, I do have 10 divine pulses after all, but still.
I'm glad I asked you.
Anyway, you can take that, and I will take the stuff from you. And that is what we call an exchange. Alright. Let's do this for a little bit longer, and then we'll end the episode.
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something.
I highly doubt it's the final chapter.
Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough?
You're doing just fine.
So? All right, I believe you. I'm ready for this. I am. Yeah, we're going to win.
I sure hope so. Professor, wait, what do you mean you hope so? Don't worry about it, Bernadetta. We'll be fine. Probably. Probably.
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the kingdom. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
You've got a deal, Sylvain. You've got yourself a deal. Alright, let's do the training grounds. Talk to the people in here and do the tournament, and I think we'll wrap it up after that. Hello, Eloise. How are you doing, my man?
If he knew we were planning to take down Lady Rhea.
He'd actually probably be pretty pumped. He was talking about not wanting to trust her way back 5 years ago, so I think he'd be okay with it.
Rhea and Captain Gerald went back pretty far. But hey, it's your decision. I'm sure he would have understood in the end. Now, onward to Ferdiad. I'm ready.
I'm sure he would be just fine. Anyway, what's up, Felix?
My father, the Shield of Faerghus. Now he's gone, and Aryan Road has fallen. Yet the Knights of Seiros remain, as does the Boar.
I should have had Felix attack his father. They probably had a special conversation or something. Oh well, I don't know. It would have been cool to see, but I guess, I don't know, just my mistake.
What terrifies me most is his stubbornness. He'll keep on fighting to the last man. He's a monster. I've seen it firsthand.
I believe you, Felix. I believe you. Trust me. I believe you.
War is at its end. Has the time finally come that I might kill you?
The battle will continue beyond the war. Well, that's true.
It is true. Those petulant fleas must be picked off one by one. They are nothing if not persistent.
Also, could you please not kill me? I'd appreciate it. I guess we just gotta crit him. That's how we'll win against Yuritsa. We'll just crit him with the Sword of the Creator. We won't win otherwise. Yuritsa's way too good. The ultimate sword tournament today. Sounds pretty interesting if you ask me. Recommend a level 37 or higher. Well, I got someone who's level 37 and pretty dang good with a sword, so let's do this. Oh my gosh. Don't do him like this, Yuritsa. Don't do him like this. I think he's gonna do him like this, guys. He's absolutely going to just mess them all up. Oh no. Swordmaster that does 3 whole damage and doesn't even hit. Oh my word, this is just a massacre. And we double this assassin. Aren't assassins supposed to be faster than swordmasters though? I'm pretty sure they are. Oh well. Hey, a falcon knight. But you're using a sword, not a lance, so no problem for me. Gosh, we could probably win this without even healing him once. I mean, I will still heal him because I might as well. Actually, nah, there's really no reason. He's a mortal savant who's going to get completely messed up. Completely, doesn't even land that hit. Rub that salt right in that wound by not even healing and still winning. Hey, we got a Master Seal, not bad. I might actually be able to level up just off of fishing. I don't know actually if that's true, but it might be close. Anything else I want to do? I did say I was going to end it, but let's see. No one on the 3rd floor, no one there. Really close. But I think we're not going to get there. We will check out the stuff in the cathedral, and then we will end it off.
Right.
I just want to do a little bit more. Alright. Sometimes I make really, really big mistakes, but I can't afford to make mistakes on the battlefield, you know? Isn't there a way for me to fix that? You're a mistake maker. Stay calm and be aware of your surroundings. Net is satisfied with my response.
Before I left
What are you doing?
I recall Lady Rhea saying something strange. Something about how she would recover her mother, no matter what. Do you think Lady Rhea's mother is buried in Garrett Mock or something?
In a sense, I do. I do think that is the case. Saint Statue Artisan. Oh, dang, we've got 3,100 points. Well, we could max the Saint Keyhole statue. We could definitely do that, or we could get bow and brawling skills. I mean, EXP plus 10 is definitely the best.
This one?
I guess we'll do this. I don't know that we're actually going to need that, but in the event that we do, it's better to have it than not. Just in case we find like a bunch of energy drops to dump into Yuritsa, I guess. Yeah, I think that would be the only way we would ever need that to be the case, but whatever. In any case, that is going to be it for today, I think. Off screen, but I'm not going to do anything, like, I'm not going to talk to any of these guys or do any supports or anything. All I'm going to do is just, I'm going to probably do a bunch of fishing just to make sure that we can get a lot closer to leveling up our professor level. So we're going to do that. Or I'm going to do that, I guess. I'm going to do a bunch of fishing, and then I'll probably go around, see if I can do some... See if I can give lost items and or gifts to some of the people we've already talked to increase motivation. And then other than that, we will pick up in the next episode, do these last few... Or talk to these last few people, see if we can do that quest for Hubert. And then maybe even start on... our next attempt at trying to beat the Bernadetta Petra paralogue. Or maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. Maybe we'll try doing just a regular auxiliary battle first. I don't know. I will decide that later, though. For now, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would really help the channel out, and I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully, see you guys in the next episode. Peace.